Chapter 1. Every new day is a gift. When you wake up every morning, do you lament the fact that you have to get out of your comfortable bed, or do you take pleasure in the fact that you have 24 brand new hours in front of you? Not everyone is granted another 24 hours to be on Earth and be with their loved ones, and the fact that you have is a true gift. However, how you choose to spend those hours is a personal choice, which has the ability to give you a happy and peaceful day and those around you, or a thoroughly miserable one. Every day you wake up is a gift. You have another 24 hours to live. Thich Nhat Hanh suggests opening your eyes and becoming more aware of what is around you. You do not have to look too far to see a beautiful sky or sunset, and you don't even have to leave the comfort of your own street to see someone smile. It's about how open you are to seeing these things, or whether you allow them to pass you by. Most of us are very good at planning for the future, dedicating X number of years to studying for a degree, or saving up furiously for a vacation in a few months' time, but we're not very good at living in the here and now, and basically remembering to live a little. It's vital that you stop living in the past, stop worrying about the future, and start living in the here and now if you want to be happy, healthy, and if you want to achieve inner peace. Mindfulness will allow you to do that, shifting your focus to the things that matter in life, the very moment you're in. We are very good at planning for the future, but not very good at remembering to enjoy the moment we're in. Of course, it's important to plan for the future, otherwise you'd never achieve the goals you have in life. But if you want to find true peace and joy, you need to come back to the present moment. Did you know? The definition of mindfulness is a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment. Chapter 2. Smiling is the key to inner peace and happiness. A smile costs nothing, and it has the power to change someone's day, but it also has the power to change your day. Starting each day with a smile sets the tone for the following 24 hours and affirms your intention to live with awareness and peace. It helps you approach every single day with a gentle frame of mind and an understanding heart. Start each day with a smile, setting the tone for the rest of the day. Try hanging something over your bed or on the ceiling above you which reminds you to smile when you wake. Perhaps a leaf, a quote that really resonates with you, or a flower. After a while, you won't need the reminder, as you'll simply create a habit of smiling when you open your eyes in the morning. Of course, sometimes we lose our smile, perhaps when something goes wrong in life, or you may not feel well. Thich Nhat Hanh recalls a friend who wrote a poem on this very subject. I have lost my smile, but don't worry, the dandelion has it. This means that everyone can lose their smile from time to time, but it hasn't gone far. If you can remember that the dandelion is keeping it safe, you're always capable of retrieving it. In that case, you simply need to focus on the dandelion and breathe calmness into your mind. Did you know? It takes far fewer muscles to smile than it does to frown. Chapter 3. The grounding ability of conscious breathing. Your breath is always constant during life. It is something which you can rely on, and something which grounds you during times of trouble, stress, and anxiety. Conscious breathing allows you to use the power of breath to help pull you back to the moment and stop your mind from wandering back to the past or jumping forwards to the future. Your breath is a grounding tool, which you can use whenever you're feeling stressed, anxious, or angry. It can also help you stay in the present moment. Take a deep breath in and say in your mind, I am breathing in, acknowledging the action. Pause for a second, and then breathe out and say, I am breathing out. You can do this anywhere, whether you're at home, you're at work, or you're in the queue for the supermarket till. If you want to take it a step further, on your inhalation breath, you can say, breathing in, I calm my body. Then, on the exhalation, breathing out, I smile. dwelling in the present moment. I know this is a wonderful moment. The idea of this exercise is that when you breathe in, it's a refreshing feeling, and when you breathe out, you relax your facial muscles and feel firmly in the moment. As you breathe in a conscious manner, you slow down your mind and it stops you from feeling anxious or allowing overthinking to take hold. It's a calming sensation which works very quickly. You can try this conscious breathing meditation either sitting down, lying down, or when you're walking, but sitting is a more stable position. The half lotus or lotus positions are good for this type of meditation, but you can simply sit however you feel comfortable. Be sure to keep your back comfortably straight, your hands gently folded in your lap, and your eyes half closed in relaxation. You can use conscious breathing in any position, but sitting is the most stable and relaxing. Chapter 4. Do you know how to eat mindfully? Most of us eat our food and then go about the rest of our business, but taking the time to enjoy the process of eating and being mindful of what is going on around you can help you feel more compassion for others and help you become more grateful for what you are fortunate to have. Rather than simply eating your food and moving on to the next task, slow down and take the time to enjoy the process, being thankful for the food you have to eat. Thich Nhat Hanh suggests eating mindfully. That means turning off the TV, not looking at your phone, and not reading the news. If you're eating with your family or friends, spend some time together preparing, e.g., plating up, laying the table, and making sure everything is ready. Then sit down and try breathing consciously for a few minutes, looking around the table at everyone who is sitting with you and smiling at them. By doing this, you're showing friendship and understanding and creating an atmosphere of joy and gratitude. Finally, look down at your food and really take in what is on your plate. See the connection with nature and where the food came from. Remember that everything you eat is designed to nourish and energize your mind and body. Many people in the world are hungry. When I hold a bowl or rice or a piece of bread, I know that I am fortunate, and I feel compassion for all those who have no food to eat and are without friends or family. Thich Nhat Hanh. By slowing down and learning how to eat mindfully, you strengthen your understanding and compassion for others. The more people learn to do this, perhaps more people will learn to look for ways to help those who are hungry or lonely. Chapter 5. Organize your compartments to enhance inner peace. Most people's lives can be compared to an internet browser with several tabs open at one time. We have many different compartments, such as work, friends, love, family, goals, etc. By having these compartments, you're not allowing your life to blend as one, and it's important to find ways to take your meditation and mindfulness away from your quiet space and into any place you spend time in your life, e.g., the kitchen, the car, the office, etc. If you go somewhere to meditate, you tend to walk slowly and deliberately because you're in the frame of mind for meditation. However, when you go to the supermarket, you walk faster, more focused on what you need to do. We need to learn to slow down and approach every task in the same way that we would with meditation. By doing this, you're approaching your tasks mindfully. Allow the different compartments of your life to blend into one to reduce stress and anxiety. Thich Nhat Hanh suggests trying walking meditation whenever you feel you need to slow down and reconnect with yourself and Mother Nature. Head outside and walk somewhere quiet. Look around you and notice every aspect of nature, really taking in the finer details, remembering to breathe in and out mindfully as you do. Feel the impact of your feet on the ground and allow your breathing to fall into a rhythm that matches these steps. Once you do this, you'll find it easier to apply the same kind of routine to your daily tasks. Between checking emails and answering the phone, take some time to practice conscious breathing. Go outside and try walking meditation whenever you have a spare moment, choosing to walk rather than drive. The more you allow mindfulness to permeate into your daily tasks, the more it will become a regular part of your life without even trying. The more you allow mindfulness to become a part of your daily routine, the more you won't have to try. It will simply become your life. Chapter 6. Allow your river of feelings to flow freely. Feelings or emotions play a huge part in our lives, and they push us towards actions, directing us as and when necessary. We all have a river of feelings flowing within us, with each drop of water relying on the next to continue flowing in the right direction. If you compartmentalize your emotions too much, assuming that they are all separate from one another, your river won't flow freely and you will always feel stuck. Mindfulness allows you to sit on the banks of your river and observe the water flowing by, acknowledging the different feelings that flow through you as it passes. There are 3 types of feelings: unpleasant, neutral, and pleasant, but it's the unpleasant feelings that tend to trouble us more. When you experience an unpleasant feeling, rather than allowing it to take over your actions and thoughts, simply observe it and say, breathing in, I know there is an unpleasant feeling in me, and imagine it dissipating on the exhale. It's a good idea to give it a name, such as anger, sorry, jealousy, so you can better identify it. Unpleasant feelings bother us the most, but observing them and acknowledging their presence is far better than denying them or allowing them to take over. It's entirely possible to control your emotions with conscious breathing and mindfulness, because when you breathe in this way, you're the one in control. Your breathing is light and calm, which will dictate your thoughts to follow suit. The whole process is called mindful observation, and it's based on the idea of non-duality. Our feelings are not completely separate from us. They are part of us. That doesn't mean you need to drown in the feeling or be controlled by it, but you don't push it away and deny it either. It's part of you, albeit temporary, just as pleasant feelings are also part of you. As you acknowledge this, it's far easier to let the unpleasant feelings go naturally, almost without trying. Your feelings are part of who you are, good and bad. They're not separate from you. Allow them to be and transform them into healthy energy with mindful breathing. Face your emotions, but don't let them influence your actions and thoughts. By facing them and acknowledging them, you can transform them into healthy energy that can nourish your mind and take you to a place of deeper understanding and compassion. Did you know? New studies have shown that there are 27 distinct human emotions. Chapter 7. Allow your healthy seeds to grow. Thich Nhat Hanh explains that consciousness actually exists on 2 different levels, as seeds as they are planted, and as the manifestation and growth of those seeds. We all have healthy and unhealthy seeds, but by focusing on the healthy seeds, you can kick out the influence of the unhealthy ones. For instance, if you have a seed of anger and it starts to grow, it will manifest into angry energy that may take over your entire being. As a result, you're likely to feel unhappy. You might do things you regret, and you will suffer as a result. In this type of situation, it's very difficult to be happy. If you spend 5 minutes being angry, 5 new seeds of anger manifest and plant themselves. Focus on manifesting healthy seeds rather than unhealthy ones via your life choices. As a result, you need to be careful and mindful when creating the life you want to lead, as this will have a direct influence on the types of emotions you experience and express. For instance, if you make an effort to smile every day, your smiling seeds will multiply and manifest, therefore creating a healthier and happier life. However, we all have good and bad seeds within us. Some of these you plant yourself, some are put there by your parents in childhood, and some are planted by society and expectations. If I don't practice smiling for a number of years, that seed will weaken, and I may not be able to smile anymore. Thich Nhat Hanh. The more you practice mindful living, the more healthy seeds you will plant. These healthy seeds act in the same way as the antibodies in your immune system. They keep you healthy, and they fight off the viruses and germs that enter your body. In this case, the healthy seeds surround the unhealthy ones and nourish them, transforming them from bad into good. So, by practicing a more mindful life, you will have abundant, healthy seeds, and during difficult times when your bad seeds come to the fore, the good seeds will come to your rescue and see you through. Your healthy seeds will nourish and transform the unhealthy ones. Living mindfully helps you to multiply your healthy seeds and helps you through difficult times in life. Chapter 8. The Power of Interbe. If you look up the word interbeing or interbe in the dictionary, you won't find anything, but it's a term which is clear in the mindfulness world. It's a power that you cannot see, but which binds us together and interconnects everything and everyone. Interbe means that we are all connected, that every living thing and non-living thing are connected and cycle back to one another. Thich Nhat Hanh gives the example of a poet who is able to see clouds on a sheet of paper. He understands that without the cloud, the rain cannot fall. Without the rain, the trees cannot grow tall and healthy, and without the trees, paper doesn't exist. As you can see, things which seem completely unconnected and opposite are actually closely related. These interrelated things which allow the world to be are known as interbe. The same can be said for a beautiful red rose versus a smelly garbage can. You might think they're completely opposite and not related at all, but in a few days, that rose will become part of the contents of that trash can. Then, a short while afterwards, the contents of that can will be turned into compost, nourishing the earth and giving nutrients and goodness for new roses to grow. They're connected. They might seem completely opposite, but one allows the other to be. Understanding the concept of interbe or interbeing helps you to feel more compassion for everything and everyone around you. You might assume yourself to be completely different from other people who live across the world from you, or even down the street, but we're all connected as one, and we need to have love and compassion for one another to allow the world to continue turning in a healthy and nourishing way. Understanding that we are all connected on some level helps us to become more tolerant and more open-minded of others, creating compassion and love. Chapter 9. Mindfulness could lead to world peace. There is a huge amount of pain and suffering in the world, and if the planet was your physical body, you would be able to feel this pain and understand its deep effects. From famine to war, oppression to pollution, there are many issues facing the world and people overall. Most of us are aware of what is going on, but we have no idea how to do something which we deem to be enough, or something which will make a real difference. Most of us want to do something about the suffering in the world, but we feel it won't be enough. Any contribution you make is always enough. You might not be able to change the world on your own, but your contributions make a difference, and if we all join forces together, the change will be huge. Thich Nhat Hanh explains that strength doesn't lie in power, weapons, or in money, but it comes from a deep inner peace, which has the ability to make huge changes. Practicing mindfulness in each moment of our daily lives, we can cultivate our own peace. Thich Nhat Hanh. The results of mindful living and meditation are patience, determination, and clarity, things we need to make major changes in the world. The more people live in this way, the more these traits are developed. Then perhaps we can join together to make a real change and put an end to the world's suffering. In that case, perhaps mindfulness really could be the cause of world peace. The cumulative effects of mindfulness throughout the world could drive a huge change and put an end to suffering. Conclusion. We are all so concerned with what happened in the past and what might happen in the future that we forget that we have a gift of 24 hours in front of us. Living in the present moment can increase health and well-being, whilst also helping you to become happier and more compassionate as a whole. This all adds up to a beautiful sense of inner peace, something which could drive real change in the world if more people choose to live that way. While meditation isn't easy for many people, mindfulness meditation doesn't have to be about chanting or sitting for long periods of time. You can practice mindfulness meditation simply by focusing on your breath and becoming more aware of your feelings without feeling inclined to act upon them or judge them. Over time, the effects of mindfulness will be cumulative, and the benefits will help you to understand why regretting the past and becoming obsessed with the future is so damaging to our happiness. Try this. 1. Dedicate 10 minutes per day to sitting quietly and focusing on your breathing. The more you do it, the easier it will become to quiet your mind and ground your thoughts. 2. Rather than rushing through your meal, take the time to really look at what you're eating, chewing slowly and savoring the flavors. You will develop a true appreciation for your food and how fortunate you are to have it. 3. Make smiling the first action of your day when you wake up. This will help you set the right tone for the rest of the day.